Music is an emotional part for many people, and music language is universal across cultures and continents. When we listen to a live performance of an artist, especially on a Steinway piano, it takes us through the emotional journey like a poetry. So what if it's not a human playing on the piano, but the piano playing by itself? Artificial intelligence, that's what I'm talking about. Christian, you're working on a very fascinating project with Steinway Spirio. So what I saw in the performance is the piano playing by itself, just connected to an iPad. You push this on and start playing. Who is playing on the piano? What's the deal?
Well, actually what you are listening to is the real performance of the artist, which is the incredible innovation that Steinway brought to the market 2 years ago, that you can have the concert experience at your home. So for the first time in history, you can actually hear the world's best pianist at your house, playing for you, like a private concert.
It's amazing. So some people would say, oh, I have an excellent stereo system. What's the difference with the live performance? We play piano, we know, but from the professional point of view, what's the difference in quality of the sound?
Yes, there is a huge difference, because no matter how good the recording is, no matter how good the stereo system is, you always have bottlenecks. You have bottlenecks on the recording part, microphones are not able to really capture everything, and then you have bottlenecks on the performance part, when you play it from the speakers. Because yes, they do cover all the frequencies, okay, but they come from, the sound comes from specific points in the room. When you have a piano playing, you really have, the actual soundboard, the wood is swinging and the strings, are vibrating. And so the sound develops in a different way in the room, and it's a complete different experience.
You're like in an emotional journey, right? When you listen to the live performance. And on the keyboard, I understand there are different, levels of pressure, different velocity levels.
Yes.
And to be precise, is 1020 on the keyboard, and on the pedals 256.
Correct.
So that makes the performance of every artist absolutely unique.
Exactly.
How can technology capture all these smaller increments of the sound?
Yes, this is unprecedented. It's a proprietary solution that Steinway developed over years, with actually one of the pioneers of the self-playing system, Wayne Stanke. And they came up with this incredible high resolution that is like 10 times higher of what we know, in recording studios. When you produce music, the standard is called MIDI, and you have 127 levels of dynamics there. And it's perfectly fine to produce, today's CDs that you can buy. But here we have almost 10 times the resolution. So it's indistinguishable from the live performance. And on top of that, also the precision, in timing is outstanding, because you have 800 samples per second, so also the precision in timing is incredible.
So who can benefit from the Steinway Spirio right now?
Well, right now it's focused especially on private entertainment, because of course, it's great to have a Steinway at home, and I might play, my family might play, but the idea was, wouldn't it be great to have also the greatest pianist in the world playing for us, on top of having a great Steinway piano at home. So this is the main focus right now. But for the future, of course, there are many different possibilities that can be explored. The technology is already there, for example, to make a live streaming of a concert, like in Madison Square Garden, a great pianist is performing and you can have it in real time at your house, but also for learning purposes. Like in conservatories, for example, probably in the future it will be possible to record the performances, and so the teacher can be there, and compare also the performance to great performances, the performance of the student.
So learn from the masters.
Exactly. And another thing, is that we think also for luxury hotels, premium hotels, it's a great way, to entertain your guests and to offer something very unique.
Yeah, so basically to expand the audience and come into our living rooms for training purposes to record yourself and to master your upcoming public performance, right? And
Exactly.
I understand that you can also have the recording of certain artists from the previous epoch.
Yes, well, this is actually, the highlight of the Spirio. Steinway was able, with a proprietary software, to develop a process to translate the audio recordings of the past in performances that Spirio can read. And so it made possible to listen to historical concerts of greats like Vladimir Horowitz, Glenn Gould, Rachmaninoff, but also Art Tatum, Duke Ellington. So the Spirio plays, great music in all different genres. And
Not only classical, right?
Not only classical, yes. And this is really incredible because one thing is to record an artist now, and the other thing is to have Horowitz playing, like he played 50 years ago in your living room.
Yeah, so when I saw the performance, I saw the piano playing by itself. It was huge. One playing, and I said, what we're missing is the hologram.
Yeah.
When in this living room on the seat playing for us.
Who knows? Maybe one day there will be also this kind of innovation.
Correct. So how big is the catalog of Spirio right now?
Well, it's already very big. If you buy Spirio now, you get the iPad, of course, with the Spirio app, and you have over 4,000 titles, all played by Steinway artists. There are over 1,700 Steinway artists worldwide, and you get that from the beginning. But then, which is amazing to me, is that you get every month upgrades. So automatically you get over 40 titles every month. And there is a wonderful welcome screen that shows you, what's new. For example, now we have the great Italian artist Ludovico Einaudi, who just recorded some of his best pieces for Spirio.
Okay, this is totally fascinating, and I would like to thank you for coming to the studio today. Thank you, Christian, for this interview.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for watching this interview with Christian and Natale from Musik Hug in partnership with Dukascopy TV. And stay tuned to our next interview of Inside Tomorrow with Yelena.